Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Crypto Nukes, when we talk a little bit about cryptocurrencies and what's going on in the market today. Good day, good week. Bitcoin seems to be pushing through 9,600, something like that right now, which is absolutely insane. I think it's great to see that we're kind of coming out of this bear market, and the crypto market is gonna get some traction, gonna get some momentum, and there's a lot of news that follow the cryptocurrencies that I'm interested in. Of course, BTC, Ethereum being the main two, but XRP as well. And XRP in the past week or so has had a lot of great news. As you guys know, um, they signed a partnership, and it's in the works already with MoneyGram, which is the second largest remittances company in the world when it comes to wiring money and sending money and receiving. That is just absolutely amazing. And today, let's go with this, one of the most uh, known cryptocurrency traders in that's pretty reputable, that has had a lot of good information and has been right about the market several times. There's an article in CCN that says Ripple is headed for a meteoric rise over 100x, predicts popular trader. So if you don't follow him on Twitter, I do. I've been following for a while. Um, his name is Credible Crypto, at Credible Crypto. Give him a follow. He's pretty good, not only with XRP. He does some good charting and stuff like that on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and things like that. So if you don't follow him, go ahead and give him a follow. Ripple is showing similar chart trends as Bitcoin. Credible Crypto, a worldwide follow trader, points this out. Says XRP will rise to $28 on the next bull run. So he goes on. You guys can go to CCN and read the whole article. But he goes on to say that the movement on the charts of XRP at this moment are very similar to what it was for Bitcoin between 2014 and 2015, when it went up about 22x, and then it crashed down, and then went on the bear market. So it's saying that it shows XRP having the same moves. It says the trader also noted that the previous cycle sent by cryptocurrency known as the standard, which is XRP, plunged into a lows of 15 cents. This is a 23x plummeted from a height of $3.50, according to the pseudonymous account. Even the drop resembles Bitcoin's 2013-2014 downtrend, where the market slid from a high of $11.50 to a low of $57 for a 20x drop. So Credible Crypto provides an in-depth comparison between the two market cycles and justifies Ripple's possible surge to $28. Now that would be absolutely insane. I do have a small bag of XRP, not as much as I would like to have, but you know what? Having some is better than not having any, right? So there's another news that just came out about an hour ago, and it says XRP powered bank explores Ripple's technology for bonds, derivatives, and foreign exchange contracts. That would be absolutely amazing. I mean, that would be so big that XRP it'll be astronomical how high XRP could go if all these things that are being in the works can get to be worked out. So the first bank to officially adopt Ripple's XRP-based cross-border payments solution, XRapper, says that it's just getting started. EuroXim Bank's head of compliance and operations, Graham Bright, told Blocks Live TV that the company is exploring how it can use Ripple's suite of payment technology to power contracts for instruments like bonds and derivatives. So this is a quote from Graham Bright. What we are also moving with this from a fintech point of view is how we can take our journey even further forward with Ripple, not just from the payments perspective, not just from the use of digital assets, but perhaps we can also, and that's what we are investigating at the moment, is how we can embed instructions for bonds, derivatives, and foreign exchange inside a Ripple's message so that we can actually put the whole of the contract points for a particular trader or buy or sell for a particular commodity inside a Ripple's message as well. So it's not only carries a payment instruction, but also underlying contracts details as well. Now, if we could do that, that means the whole of the ecosystem of trade would not be based on a 90 days and hoping somebody pays you at the end of the time, but have a defined, absolute, exact way of working, tracking, transparency, immutability of the data, which is held for every transaction. That is insane how good news, how much of good news this is. If XRP could be used not only for remittances and for payment processing, but they could find a way to find another type of use for the XRP token, it will be astronomical, like I said before. And this is Brad Garlinghouse. I'll play a quick little video. It's talking about Libra. A lot of people are concerned about Libra and Facebook coin, but understand one thing. Facebook did not come out with a cryptocurrency. So what Facebook just did and mentioned about Libra is that they wrote a white paper saying, a year and a half from now, they're going to have a cryptocurrency. They are way behind the eight ball, behind Bitcoin, behind Ethereum, behind XRP, and a whole bunch of technologies and other projects that are way ahead of them. EOS being one of them. EOS is a fantastic project too. So I'm just going to play this quick minute video for you guys to, hopefully you guys can hear it well. But he explains and he talks a little bit about Libra and how actually Facebook coming out with Libra helped this week the XRP token.
Yeah, look, I do think the Facebook announcement, a whole bunch of examples, you're at a nascent stage of this industry, and you have, as we described earlier, gone from kind of illicit use cases to speculation to utility. The XRapid product we've now had in market for about 8 months. Right. We've announced somewhere between 10 and 15 production customers taking advantage of that product. For a Silicon Valley startup to be able to go from a launch of a new product to 10 to 15 customers, actually I'm pretty thrilled. But I think for a lot of banks that have a lot of liquidity parked around the world, they're evaluating, okay, what does that mean? I was talking to the CEO of one of the largest banks in Canada, and they were exiting their correspondent relationship in Brazil. It's expensive for them to hold Brazilian reals, and they're like, look, we don't have enough demand, so now we're going to use a correspondent bank. Now, if they could use XRapid into Brazil, they don't have to have the pre-funded money, they don't have the expense, and they could still solve their customer's problem that need to do business in Brazil. So I think these are all examples of it is a journey. I think that it is nascent. I will also say that I'm going to send a case of champagne to David Marcus, the guy who runs the Libra. The reason is this week will probably be the best week of signed contracts at Ripple ever.
Right. Wow.
It has been a massive call to action because again, Facebook kind of came out and said we don't need Western Union anymore.
Right.
Well, if you're a bank, if you're Western Union, you kind of that's interesting. And I think the banks realize that if Facebook is going to be a competitor in this space, they can't depend upon a technology like Swift to compete in the marketplace.
So I want to go to questions.
So yeah, this will be absolutely, the XRP token will be absolutely one of the best, top 5 for sure, cryptocurrencies, top 3 right now. It may move a lot higher when it comes to having regulatory clearance from the U.S. government. I think once we have that framework figured out and taken care of, because obviously XRP is not a security, once it gets actually on paper written out saying XRP is not a security, it will be absolutely massive. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll usually respond to every single comment, negative or positive, it's all good. Tell me if you guys think there's anything I can improve on, then I'll do my best. All right. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.